At Yale, in terms of our Brazilian presence is quite significant. We have 72 students from Brazil and 79 scholars. So there are about 150 students and scholars from Brazil, which is a significant number. And we have a significant alumni base as well from Brazil, who's all around the world right now. At Yale, the Brazilian presence is very significant. We have in the undergraduate students, the Brazil Club is very active. They do a lot of events, they get together. So if you come to Yale, you'll definitely not be alone. You'll definitely have a community base. Obviously, you're going to explore more than the Brazilians, but that will provide you kind of a home away from home. And you'll share food, you'll share special events. It's a very vibrant community, and Yale's connection to Brazil goes really far. The first Brazilian student who graduated from Yale was in 1800s, so our connection to Brazil is quite deep, and we continuously nourish our connection with Brazil. We have Office of International Affairs has actually a newsletter they publish about Brazil every month. So there are activities going on. We have a World Fellows program where we always have Brazilian participants. We have a Fox Fellows program where we always have Brazilian participants. In terms of language instruction, Portuguese is very popular language at Yale. So Yale is known with its investment in Brazil. The language that we use at Yale and the language of education is English. So, of course, it is important for you to have good English skills. You will need to take a TOEFL test and you will need to demonstrate that you can communicate in English comfortably. So it is important to, I think, if you need to work on your skills, English skills, it's important to work on it before you come to Yale. However, having said that, most of our students have usually no problem with English. Some of them tells me, I actually just spoke to somebody from Mexico recently, and he started his conversation saying, "Oh, my English is not that great," but he was speaking perfect English, in my opinion. So be confident in your skills. I know you might think that you're not a native speaker, so people might have difficulty understanding you, but keep in mind, this is a world university. There are 6,000 international students and scholars on this campus. I'm not a native speaker myself, and I'm the director of an office here. So there are a lot of internationals, there are a lot of ESLs, English as a second language, around campus. So people are used to hearing accents here. People are used to hearing different languages on the street here. So although you're expected to communicate in English in classrooms or in daily life, also remember that there are a lot of people who speak different languages than English at Yale and in New Haven. So be confident in your skills. Don't hesitate. Don't feel like, people are not going to understand me or I have an accent. Many people here has an accent. So just speak and people will know what you're saying. So I wouldn't worry too much about, having the perfect accent or having the perfect grammar. But of course, it is important to be able to feel comfortable writing, communicating in English. So if you need to do a little bit more work on your English skills, you should before you come to Yale. But again, that should not be a hindrance. You should never think like, oh, I have an accent, so people are not going to understand me. Or you should never feel like your English skills should prevent you from participating in class. Professors here, again, they work with students from all different backgrounds. So you should never hesitate to speak your mind because you might not have the perfect grammar or you might not know the perfect word for what you're trying to express. Just speak your mind and people will understand and you will be just fine.